So good morning, everyone. I just wanted to come back to the no, I didn't just want to, but I do want to say welcome back to the channel. It is a little bit dark. I don't know exactly why, but so this morning, yeah, it is a little dark. Maybe I can kind of open up to get Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I just want to come back with another video. We started up with the videos again as a family, but I do want to mention that I do not plan to do family vlogs that often, but I do want to include the kids every now and then, simply because it is a part of my life. I may be looking up because I'm not familiar with how to, like, I guess, look into the camera kind of thing, and so I'm looking at the lens, but then I'm also feeling like I'm just looking upwards. I don't know, but oh, I think I know why. Let's see, hopefully that helps. Yeah, I don't know, but it's just weird. Yeah, it's just weird, but you guys, so this morning, right now, we're getting ready to go out the door, and we have a few errands, but I don't want to do too much, and I also keep looking at myself up there, but I don't want to do too much today. But it seems as though every time we go out, we ended up doing too many things, and I end up getting exhausted, and I don't want to do that today. But I do have a number of things, like because of the stay in place orders, we had so many things that backed up, and in order to do them, I have to take the kids with me. I will say that during this stay in place, it was difficult. We had to change our schedule to make sure that we had everything that we needed inside of the house, so that we can be able to you know, basically survive the elements of time. Yeah. So right now I'm getting ready to prep my face. I did want to start my video off today in the mirror, basically because I just want to touch on how, because this is the Pleasant Imperfectionist basically, and I want to talk about how my my routine has changed, and it has been just emotional. It's been just trying, and I finally was able to see a dermatologist, although I had seen my doctor already about what's going on with my face, and I'll show you a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see what's going on here. And so basically what I got is some new spots here that just came up because I started wearing makeup, because even though we're wearing masks, I can still see some of the spots. And honestly, I understand my branding, but it does get a little difficult during this time because people will look at you as far as, you know, just anything. And so I didn't want to cause concern with anybody, like, because I know I wasn't ill or sick or anything like that, but I didn't want to cause concern. So I was contemplating on wearing any type of foundation, and what I have found out is that I do want to wear a little bit of foundation, and I am going to talk to the dermatologist. But I think this came about because of what I tried, but this started yesterday. And I'm not gonna lie, well, no, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, and I'm not gonna lie, I left the makeup on a little bit too long because I forgot that I have to get out of the habit of leaving my makeup on for longer periods, even though that's not what I practice. But sometimes it does get a little hard. Oh look, I see that. Oh my god, why was it? I don't know. I'm looking straight down. Maybe it was just because of the angle of the camera, but we're back. Hello. Anyway, so yeah, so basically I'm gonna show you guys in a minute what I picked up in the one that I did use, and hopefully they work out. I will talk to my dermatologist in a few weeks to see if they will be okay and what do I need to do in order to change my routine in order to make that work, so that we're not, or I am not going backwards and have to pay more to see a dermatologist to be able to get my skin together. But these are hyperpigmentation spots basically, and it's because of scarring. So I had acne, I do have some still, and I experienced a lot of scarring, and that is common, it is normal. However, for me, I've had scarring before, but never this much and this bad. But I am approaching a different time in my life. I'm getting older, of course, got some gray hairs up there going on. I have no problem with them, I love them, I embrace them, but having hair loss and things like that, it just makes it a little bit difficult. But I do want to stress that they are staying, honey. Those gray hairs are staying on my head. I have changed my hair routine, the products that I use, and it is taking. My gray hairs are not falling out anymore because they were so fragile. I've found a routine to be able to keep them more strong, more healthy. I found a few products that some people may not agree with, but it's what works for me. But however, let me go and get my things so that I could be able to start my face, because as of right now, I have washed my face and I have put on the prescribed creams. One is basically the benzoyl peroxide, and then also the clindamycin. So I've rubbed all those in and I've let them sit, because I'm not gonna lie, it's getting hot here in Texas, honey. It's hot. It's like 80 degrees, and honestly, because I have like some insecurities right now as far as my skin and the latex allergies and things like that, I'm wearing like cover-ups because I don't really want to braise into anything, and it's like, it's been terrible, but it's so hot. But I'm also ready to rip it off. I have on a tank top today because I know I'm going to put on a cover-up, and it just makes it a little bit lighter so that my skin can breathe. And if I have to take it off, we just have to take it off. But I'm gonna try my best to leave it on as long as possible. So right now I have put on those two, and I'm gonna put on my moisturizer. Let me see, I don't know if you guys can still see me once I sit you down. I might need to get something to bring it up higher. Let me see, I have this little box here. See if that might help. Kind of push it up a little bit higher. I don't know, because I'm gonna need 2 hands to do this. I'm gonna need 2 hands, and I am standing. Wow. Y'all are not gonna be able to see that too much, but no. But I can go get the stuff real quick and come back. So okay, yeah. Well, that didn't work. I have a larger box set up, but it's still not high enough. But we're gonna have to try to make this work. Yeah, we're just gonna try to make this work. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. I'll just come closer to the camera and be able to do it that way, and it is kind of sideways but I'm not sure if y'all can see that. But I went into Ulta and I picked up some Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place is in Benin, or B-E-N-I-N, Benin. I want to say B9, but Benin. And so this is Juvia's Place foundation stick. It comes in a tube like this, and see, this is the color, and it's basically my color in here. Maybe not so much here because of the hyperpigmentation, but it still blends. And I also found that if I use a powder, it will work. But let me explain. I only tried it once, but I don't want to use this again. The powder is darker, but I don't want to use a powder. So what I'm going to do is probably go into another foundation stick to darken the bottom areas, to kind of bring a combo-ness, I guess, to it, so that it can kind of, you know, like blend. And I feel that even like with this, during this time, like even if it is a little bit more greasy or oily, it's okay, because what I noticed is that the powder will sit into those pimples or scars or whatever, and they would show a little bit more once it gets oily. And so I don't want to do that, and I know that I am a little bit sensitive to certain powders. That one not so much, but I do notice that powders do tend to give me a little bit of a difficulty. And so I've been going more, instead of matte makeup, I've been trying to keep it dewy. And dewy is hard to find these days. For some reason, everybody loves matte, and I'm not a matte person. Like, even when I was wearing the matte makeup, it just really wasn't doing that much justice for me, because it would blur me out so much that it just makes me look a little bit different, and I want to keep my natural features or facial structure and things like that. I don't want to change it up or anything. I don't want to amplify anything. I don't want to reduce anything. I just want to, you know, cover up some scars, and that's a done deal. So the Juvia's Place right here, basically, I'm holding the camera, but I'm going to sit it down when I get ready to blend. I'm going to just well, no, I need my moisturizer first, but basically I'm going to put this on here and into streaks, and then I'll pick it up and I'll show you the coverage that I get. But first, let me put on my moisturizers, because I have to put on sunscreen for sure, because I don't want to burn. So let me sit you guys down one more time so that I can get to that part, and hopefully you guys can see me. Now, this is something else, I tell you. Because when I'm on my phone, I don't have to do all this stuff. Like, it's just extra. I don't know. I don't know if I like all this drama. It's just too much drama. It's too much. I don't know. It just feels a little bit complicated to kind of get a video going. But hopefully you guys can see me there. So I'm just going to take and add in. This is the Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer. It's just for combo skin, and I do have combo skin. It's oily but also dry in some areas, but I do find it works because it actually blends in without residue, and it also helps for smoothness. So like it doesn't leave like a wetness or film or anything when I am done. So I'm gonna add about that much, and then kind of rub it in. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just rubbing in. Just ignoring my mouth area, basically. So, going to do that, and I'll show you in a minute before I put on the other one. And so, as you can see, it just blends right on in. Like, I love that. It just, I've had moisturizers that just don't blend at all, but it blends right on in, and it feels good to me. So we got that one, And then I'm going to go into the Garnier Petite. I don't know if you guys can see that. A little bit. I don't know. Yeah. So it's a Garnier Petite. And then it's the Clearly Bright moisturizer with SPF 30. Yeah, SPF 30. And so I'm gonna take a little bit of that one, possibly about that much. You don't need a lot because too much basically is not gonna blend into my skin. And so I don't rub this one in. Basically, I'll kind of put it on top and just mash it in so I can get basically a layer on it. I find that this works. I don't know if it works for you, but if you want to give it a try, go ahead. Let me know how it works for you. But I notice when I rub it in, it makes it more irritated, and I don't want irritation, especially right now. So I just kind of blend that on in, and I feel that it works. I mean, it goes in, it sets in there. This is after moisturizer, sunscreen, moisturizer with sunscreen. And so everything is all moisturized. Let's see. Yeah. And so right now, right now we're gonna go into the Juvia's Place. My lighting is like weird up here, but we're just starting with this. Is very new. I don't know what to do, what to adjust, but for right now, hopefully you guys can see me. Hopefully everything is well. But I'm basically gonna take the Juvia stick and I'm going to kind of go in like that, but not too much, like that. You see how it looks, and then a little bit like that. And you know, when I was at Ulta, they said that if it doesn't work, you can bring it back. I don't know if I will, because I'll probably blend this out with something else, because all of the other colors were like mad dark, like mad dark. And so I feel that this is like the closest to my range. And y'all don't joke at me for my sponge, but my sponge is a little discolored because it just is, but it's clean. So I'm just gonna go in and start blending that out basically, and then you guys can see the coverage that I get. I don't want to get too much of a coverage, but I just want to do something. And then I have something else that I'll kind of blend in at the bottom to kind of make it, you know, a little bit better. But as of right now, this is it. And then I heard from the from the store worker that it darkened, and from what I saw, it did darken. It really did. I didn't see any differences, but I also did a lot too. I did a little bit too much to kind of blend that. I did put powder and all that stuff on it. I feel like it blended very well, but needless to say, it did make me break out a little bit more. And we're not gonna be too concerned about that, but the goal is to reduce the amount of spots so that it's not causing me too much concern. But as you can see, I still have a few spots on there, but I'm not gonna do too much because I just don't want the buildup. Trying to wash makeup off your face is a lot, and I don't want all the extraness because it's already irritated. And so for me, learning is a learning process. I'm just gonna go with simple and basic because the doctor also said that I was doing too much. Oh, I want to tell y'all, it was so cool. And so in light of the stay in place thing, the doctor's offices and everything was closed. So I basically had a virtual telehealth visit, and those are really cool. They can really see everything that's going on with you. So I was able to pull out my phone and pull out the camera and pull up and make close-ups and all that stuff. So they were able to see everything, no problem. And it was cool because being at home, she was able to see exactly the products that I have been using to try to help with the acne, and basically she said I was doing too much, but I do a lot of too much a lot of the time. I'm not gonna lie, that's just who I am. And that's about basically the purpose of this channel. It's more like some people can just do too much, and there are just some people who do too much and do the right things, and they just still are susceptible to a lot of different things, and you just gotta learn to deal with it and just be with it. And with me, I've been emotional and things like that because I am doing a lot. I do a lot with myself because I have had cancer, and I just feel a lot different because there are things that my body needs that would normally, you know, be just because I've had cancer. So I try to put in a lot of antioxidants and things like that, and over the years having kids, I kind of got out of it. And let me continue to do this so I can get out of here. But over the years I've kind of like stopped because there are times when I had to, you know, budget. I had to budget real tightly because I had no income. I had to figure out how to feed those kids, how to put diapers on those babies because I had twins, you know. So I had to figure out how to make those things work. I had no car. I had to figure out how to get a car. I had to budget. I had to, you know, lug around babies in a double stroller to get to the HEB to get groceries, you know. Those things were hard. Like I couldn't get on the bus with them. I had to walk, you know. It was just a lot of different things. So trying to maintain a regimen and all that stuff, it was real difficult because there were some things that I didn't have access to. But also being honest, you know, being on public assistance and things like that, there are things that I just didn't have access to because I didn't have the funds, because everything was for the babies, you know. And so I pretty much neglected myself mostly. And I'm kind of, now that my babies are 10, I'm so excited. They turned 10 in the midst of the quarantine. It was a mess. I tried to get them cupcakes and everything. I know I'm going all kind of different places, but I tried to get them cupcakes, ended up throwing them in the trash because I was like, what if the people breathe on these things? I don't know. I don't trust it. It's too soon. Let's just toss it. And I ended up eating ice cream. But on the next birthday, because we have birthday season, I call it birthday season because all of my babies are born between the months of March and May, but also my birthday is in February. So because we have February, March, April, and May, and we have 3 in March, so it's like, okay, we got birthday season, honeys. It's a season. It's we do it for a couple months. So we have like birthday tree. Actually, I keep my Christmas tree up. It's like a little plant fake tree or whatever. You see how it's darkening a little bit? I like it, but I do want to cover up some of these spots. The problem is that I really don't have too much that I could use. I like the MAC one, but I kind of don't want to use it because it's in there, but it's not the color that I need. It's a concealer basically, so I might do that right now. And if I use the concealer to keep it more like, let me fish through it after I put the thing down. But let's finish the story. So basically, so we do have birthday months, we have birthday seasons, and so I have my little plant tree and I put it up in the middle of the floor. My sister is like, why do you have that tree in there? I just like it because I can decorate it any way that I want to. That doesn't mean that I do. I try though. I try to decorate it during the seasons. I maintain it by putting some bug spray on it, a little bit air freshener, just to make sure there's no like household critters in there and things like that, because they can hide. Dust it off a little bit. But anyway, so for birthday season, we put a little bit of birthday things, like some, you know, like there's like a birthday sign that you just like put on the wall with wrap it around the tree, and then put some birthday cards, happy birthday stickers and things like that. It's like a little excuse me, little squares or stuff or whatever. So I put all that stuff on there and I'll wrap their gifts and I'll put it right under the tree. It's like a birthday gift thing. So yeah, same concept, you know. It's not like we're worshiping the tree. It's just like an area for celebration basically. And so with that, I'm gonna go back to the televisit, but the televisit basically said I was doing too much. And oh my gosh, it just stopped recording on us. I don't know where we left off at, but you probably didn't need to hear it anyway. So basically we're gonna go back to the makeup and I'm gonna add a little bit more. You probably won't hear it because I was just all over the place. Don't know how it got cut off, don't know. But it don't matter too much. So hopefully you guys heard the part when I said that I was going to take a little bit of the MAC concealer. I think it's in the color NW 55. I think it's 50 or 55, one of them, and then kind of bring it in there. So right here is basically my basics. I don't know if you can see that. If you are able to see the comments, because I saw that YouTube is doing something different where they just automatically disable contents when there are kids in there. So if I put the kids in there, it's probably gonna not have the comments. But you can also go and visit me at the Instagram, and it is The Pleasant Imperfectionist, same thing. And I will probably post a video, a photo or so, to say to go look at the video, and you can go ahead and comment there if you like, if you think that this foundation does not match me. And if you have any, you know, suggestions or anything, go ahead and let me know. I'll give it a try or not, you know. It's up to me if I choose to change anything. But, you know, I don't plan to, you know, whatever. I'm open to change if it's something that's gonna help, you know. Or just let me know if you think that I need to go darker, because I feel that I need to go darker, but there was not really a darker color. The next one was real ashy, no lie. It was real ashy. That was, oh, and you couldn't even try it on inside of the store. So they have a policy where you could just return the things, and I think I had mentioned that, but I'm not sure if we left off there. But she said in light of everything, because it's limited to how much you can touch, you can return and get a different color. And so I feel like this side is okay. This side's a little bit not, so I'm gonna add a few little dots of the MAC concealer. But before I do that, I'm gonna show you guys the other one that I picked up, and I'm probably getting it all dirty because my hands are funky with the makeup or whatever, but I picked up Smashbox. Now, in light of all of the situations, and it's just a tough 2020. I don't want to mention too much of it, but I agree, I disagree. I'm mixed emotions, you know. I feel that, you know, with the riots, it's a little different. The protest for it, you know. These things gotta stop. It's just gotta stop, you know. And it's hard because I have kids, and I don't really want to make this video about that, and I don't want to be emotional, but I've got young kids, I've got young boys, I've got boys that are growing to be men. I just have I have a boy that just turned 17, so it's kind of hard to give him keys to the car to go to the grocery store for me real quick, or pick up his siblings, because he's gonna go and start college courses and things like that. And it's kind of hard because you don't know what they're gonna get into. But then even as a woman of my color, you know, it's still hard too, because there are things that I've gotten into that just makes no sense, just because of the way that I look, because I wear my hair wraps, which I do because that's just who I am. It's not that I'm a bad person or anything like that. It's just what it is, and that's what my channel is about. I'm not trying to start any drama, keep everything, you know, cool, calm, and collective here, because we're not going into all that negativity. You're free to express your opinion, but, you know, throwing shade at somebody and all that stuff, I would not like that here. So when the comments are open, and now that I'm starting up my channel again full force, and hopefully it works out this time. I have high hopes this time though. But I do want to say that, you know, I'm open to opinions and things like that. There's no problem. You just make sure that you're not trying to harm anybody in the process. And then some of us, we do need to have a tougher skin, because there are things that people are going to say that are going to make us feel, you know, funny, bad, emotional, sad, or whatever. But we just gotta do better with some of the things that we do in attacking particular people, whether it's in person or over the internet. You gotta stop attacking people, because it makes no sense. Like, if nobody threw shade at you in a way to attack you directly, you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to talk about anybody's kids and all that stuff or whatever. But we're going too far. But in light of all that, you know, it's just really a really trying 2020, and I'm trying to push it to 2021, honey. So hopefully And then I'll be the big 4-0. And then when I'm the 4-0, then it's like, oh girl, what is you doing? What your routine is like? You know, what is your face regimen? And I'm like, I got one, but the eye cream, oh, I forgot to put my eye cream on. I have an eye cream, but I don't feel like it does anything. But because I have all this right here, I feel like it could use a little bit of moisture. I don't really know. But anyway, so moving on, because I'm rambling and my alarm is going off. And my alarm is going off. Let me go stop that real quickly. Hold on. Okay, so I'm back and I'm behind the camera trying to grab that concealer and possibly, oh, you know what, I have this LA Girl Pro concealer. Maybe I should continue going there. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I should go there. I might do a little bit of, this is in a color, I don't know, it don't say, it washed off, but it's this one, and I think that's NW50 or 55, one of those. But I'm gonna just stick my finger in it because it's just what we do. It's mine and my hands are clean. So I'm gonna go in and put a few dots. I don't know if you guys can see that, but wherever there's a pimple, basically, I'm gonna add a few dots just to kind of blend in the colors of the pigments. So we'll see how they go, like around the mouth area, basically. Let's see. But I can already see it turning red. There's a little bit red going on there. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out a little bit and see how that works, and then I'll bring it up so you guys can see it. And let's see. So this is with the MAC, if you can see the difference. And I feel like I want to leave that there, but the concern was on this side. Oh my gosh, look, it's a little bit better. I'm gonna blend that in a little bit. Not too bad. Not too bad. But anyway, I'm gonna blend that around the mouth area, and as you can see, I'm getting shiny already. But it don't matter, because it is what it is. And I cannot set this at all because I already said I have issues. And so going forward, this is what it's gonna be. I bought another ColourPop lippy, and it's like a rose colored pink, so I'm gonna put that on. I don't want to put any eyeshadow because I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. I just want to keep it simple. There are things that I may not have covered. I don't know. This is just fast and what we're doing today. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I just don't know. But whatever. I'm doing what it is that I'm doing today. And so let me put you down a little bit. Let me grab my little lippy. Because the other day I was just doing too much, and I feel like just kind of like scale back a little bit. So I'm gonna throw in a little bit of this in the middle. Kind of blend it out. And as soon as I find my other ColourPop, I don't know necessarily what I did with it. I may have lost it in the midst of COVID. Running to the store, just dropped it basically. You know what? I might put on a little eyeshadow. I have this pouch right here of bronzers, and what I might do is take this little brush here, kind of swoop it into this gold. I think it's like this like reddish brown kind of highlighter, and this little gold one right here, and kind of blend it out a little bit. just to give my eyes a little bit of you know, a little bit of depth to bring me alive. A little bit of tiny bit of shimmer, but hopefully you guys will be able to see it. You probably won't even be able to see it, but it is what it is. I'm gonna add a little bit of that. Okay, just to kind of blend all that out above the eye. And honestly, I'm not even taking off this hair scarf. That's how I'm feeling today. I just won't even take off the hair scarf, honey. This is it. This is mommy day. This is how mommy is gonna look, because I got the kids and they're gonna be running behind me. I'm gonna fix this lipstick up, add a little dark color maybe, I don't know, but this is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. I have no time for it. And so, let's see. We're just fixing up around the edges, basically. And I don't think that's bad. I'm using the camera as a mirror, but okay, y'all. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. Don't judge me for using the camera as a mirror, because I did. It's a little bit difficult trying to do both, in the mirror and hold the camera. So that's pretty much the color. I don't know if you guys can see the eyeshadow. It's like a little bit of glisten, just a tiny bit. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm gonna wash my hands and call it a day. Put y'all right here. My new go-to for washing hands is a little bit of grapeseed oil. It's been working. So basically you pour a little bit. You know how if you've ever done oil cleansing, and I hope that I will be able to bring you guys with me on a journey for oil cleansing, but if right now I've stopped, but now that I'm wearing makeup again, I'm going to use the oil cleansing. Basically mix this with a little bit of tea tree oil, and I'm going to rub it on my face to mix it off. But always remember, you have to use a foaming soap in order to get that oil off, because you know oil and water don't mix. And so if it's soapy, that soap is going to strip the oil and get through to it to break it down, so that you don't have that leftover oiliness or anything like that. And so I'm just gonna rub that all in my fingertips to get all that off. And I was walking around, no lie, last year 2019, walking around with brown stains on my nails, because I didn't know that you could use oil to rinse that makeup off. Honey, get it. So I have all this makeup inside of my nails, because that's just how it works. I don't know why it does it to me, but I'm going to kind of get that oil in there to kind of break it up, loosen it up, get it, you know, nice and good, get all that really good. And then I'm going to take my soap. I have Irish Spring soap here. I'm going to use that, and I'm probably going to use a couple pumps of a face wash, basically, to do that, because I don't have any more of the pump soap. I had some, but we ran out because it's hard to find these days. I think the stores are more stocked now, so we would be able to go and get hand soaps and things like that. I did see that Bath and Body Works is opening. I cannot wait, because there was this scent that I smelled, like I believe it was like December or something like that, just before all this. No, it was January, just before all this happened. I was looking at the Gingham one, and oh my gosh, I love the smell of that one. I wanted to go back, but I just didn't have the time. But now that Bath and Body Works is opening or reopening, I'm going to stop in there. Hopefully they're open today, and I will stop in and grab that scent, so that I could be able to smell like I want. Anyway, let's see. So I'm just rubbing that in, and this is like getting all good, and I'm gonna rinse off. But yeah, hopefully when I go in there, I'll probably find some hand soaps and stuff like that too. But I don't really like those. I kind of like the basic Dow and things like that. But and so with everything being said, let's just move forward. And so what I do with the soap, hopefully you can see, is I get it real soapy, because this will work regardless as long as it's soapy and Dow. And Irish Spring is one of the most stripping soaps ever, so I don't think that you'll have any problems with getting the oil off with this one. I haven't ever had to use a second wash, but sometimes if I use too much oil, it won't lather up like it is now. But as you can see, it's doing a really good job. So, and then I try to get in between the little fingernails and stuff like that to make sure I get all of that oil that I put inside of there, because I put that in there to get the makeup out of my nails. And then I'll just rinse. Okay, you guys, I'm just drying my nails. So this is it. No more makeup stains. All gone. Good to go. It works, so I don't really need to use it. And I also feel that my hands are more soft because I did use oil. Also, I will bring up that it depends on the particular type of oil that you use also when you're doing oil cleanses, and hopefully I will be able to make a video of that. So leave in the comments or on Instagram whether you want me to talk about those things. What I have found is that with oily skin, you can use a combination of grapeseed oil or almond oil. There are others like safflower oil, things like that you can use. There's a whole list of them. You can look it up, you can Google, you can YouTube it or whatever. But I'm using grapeseed oil and almond oil. I use almond oil on my lips nowadays. It's not thick enough, but it is enough. It works, especially because I use chapstick, and I'm using a different kind now just because I don't want to have dry lips at all. And I'm looking for a particular lip scrub or lip treatment, and you guys can come along with me when I search for those. I think I have to do a visit to either Ulta again or maybe Sephora. I'm not sure which one. I was looking at Lush, but I'm not sure about Lush. I'm just gonna do some research first before I step into any stores or anything like that. And they're expensive is my problem, and I might bite the bullet for it. But I'm also not going to speak too soon, but we're just going to talk about that later. Let's see. So we're working on a couple things going forward, and I'm super excited about those things. But hopefully you guys will be able to take that journey with me, and you guys will be able to see what it is that I'd like to do and what I'd like to, you know, just conquer. But I have almond oil, and I have a sweet almond oil and grapeseed oil for the oil cleanses. I have the tea tree oil. The doctor said to stop using the vitamin C, but I used orange oil mixed with the tea tree oil when I did the cleansing because I wanted the antioxidant in it to help, you know, revive the skin. What else? I'm trying to clean up while I'm talking. Just put everything back where it belongs. What else was it? That is it. Basically for the oils. Oh, and coconut oil. That's for oily skin, is what I was gonna say. And what I did find out is that I do have oily skin, and because I do have oily skin, making that change has worked wonders, because before that I was using coconut oil. And I still use coconut oil, but I use it in a different way, and I will show you that later on how I use my coconut oil. But for right now, we leave it to the side because coconut oil is tending to be too light, and it's also causing our pores to clog. Not drastically, but just a little bit. And what else? That is it. So I'm gonna spray myself a little bit more with this spray because I forgot to do that after I got dressed. And what else? Put up everything and head on out of this bathroom, find my glasses. Oh, also, and there's so many things that I have to do, but hopefully I can get to them. But you guys can see I'm glowing. I'm very, but that's just what we gotta do, because what we gotta do. But for right now, I don't mind it as long as I keep my hands out of my face. I'm good, but we're practicing that anyway. I feel like I could use a little bit under my eyes, but I feel like it's gonna roll anyway if I put it on. And I'm thinking that maybe, because I just washed my hands, but I'm thinking maybe I should go in with that concealer under eye and take a look at that. I don't know. Y'all gonna beat me up for this, because I could see I can see all the things that's going wrong, especially when I'm looking in the light and now that it's all over. But we're gonna put a little bit of this concealer on, like right here, kind of help us out a little bit more and see how that works. I don't know. But as a matter of fact, I'm just now getting into this kind of stuff. It's been real trying, I tell you. Just real trying. And I don't want my lipstick to be this bright. I do want to add something, but when I get to my bag, I'm going to add a liner. There is this other ColourPop one that's real dark, and I feel like it would go really well with it. But let me see if I can fix this. I don't know if I should fix it on camera or off camera. You know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix it off camera, I think. Well, no, I think it'll be okay. Yeah, because I gotta wash my hands again. Oh my God. That's the only part that I don't like about all of this makeup and stuff like that. It's just like, for me, I gotta keep washing my hands, so. Okay, and I'm using the camera as a mirror again, and we're gonna go with that, and we're gonna end that. And I'm gonna wash in the back. But you know what? I feel like I didn't have to use the oil again. I think it did well. And we're back. So this is the look for today. Not much. It's just what it is. This is what TD's gonna be like. Anyway, I don't know why I said that, but I can cut it out. But right now we're just gonna go down and try to get some breakfast started before we go out, because I'm not sure what it is that we are gonna do directly, but we're just kind of trying to hang tight until we get there. But I do want to make sure that I do it before the end of the day, because today is Friday. I want to try to do all of our shopping and outdoor visits and things like that Fridays, maybe Saturdays, because Sundays are my rest days. I'm trying to change it up a little bit so that I don't have too much going on that day because I just like to have a rest that day. And so it is super bright outside, a little bit cloudy. Let me see, turn y'all around so y'all can see it. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see, a little bit cloudy. Let me see, a little bit, you can see a little bit clouds in there, but not too much. But let's see. So we got my messy counters. Of course, it's just normal because I am a clutter queen. If you think about it, I'm trying to be a minimalist, but it has been very hard keeping up with the minimal mentality because I buy stuff, and I'm gonna keep buying stuff because I like to have stuff that works for me. And there are just some things that you can't be minimal about. Oh, I want to tell y'all about the mop, however. So the mop is here, and I've been using it, and it's been well. I have not mopped in a day, but I'm going to get to it simply because that's what I gotta do. But today is Friday. That's what I normally do on Fridays. So right now I would normally be mopping this morning, but I came down a little bit late because I was doing some other stuff, especially talking to you guys. What else? So I'm just coming downstairs because last night everything was clean. I kid you not, everything was clean. I took my time and stayed with the kids, and you know, to make sure they did everything that they had to do. But apparently they came back, and I'll show you. Popcorn everywhere. What kind of foolishness is this? Like, why? But those are the things that I complain about. Like, where did stuff come from? Where it come from? Where it come from? So I will be right back. Come put this under the cabinet. So just did a little quick sweep, basically get everything cleared up and put back in its place. Getting ready to grab some coffee. Get my coffee on this morning. So, oh, this comes all the way out. You guys. You guys, I'm learning something new. Nothing. Nothing. Ah, that's too cool. Well, I had no idea. Oh no. Okay, let's fix it back the way it was. Okay, yeah, just learning some new stuff. So, let's see, today we have some caramel drizzle coffee, but I'm not sure if I want that. Well, I'll go ahead and drink it. No, what I do want is the McDonald's one today. But I tried our new try is, today is, hold on, let me lift this up, turn y'all around. There you go. Folgers caramel drizzle is actually good. I was looking to see if it was like medium roast or so, or light. It doesn't really say, but you can still taste the coffee in this one, so give it a try. It's not too much caramel, but it is mostly, it's a little bit sweet, but you can still taste the coffee. It's still a little bit strong. We tried this York peppermint chocolate. The kids say that it's minty, but no raves about it. What else? Got my Keurig going, cleaning up some more mess. Let's see. I'm going to go into our cabinet, so our cupboard. So excuse me if it's a little funky up in there. I don't want to know what it looked like. Kids all into everything. So I'm going to go into, what is this? So honestly, I have like a tea drink bar cabinet area, whatever space. I'm working on some things to try to get this all, you know, aesthetic. Anyway, so the Mac Cafe is the dark roast, and that's what I'm gonna do. The Mac Cafe by McDonald's. And so I'm gonna go back over and get that situated. It is funny that I'm still doing some cleaning as I'm grabbing my coffee. So I'm just gonna pile these things in there basically, so we can have a, you know, just put it all back together basically. It's just the way it is. I told you to put this under the cabinet. I want that under the cabinet now. And so these kids, like when they wash dishes, this will stay all night. And I will stand there and watch them, and then at the last minute when they're supposed to be picking up the last few things, they'll wait till I turn my head and say they're all done. And this is it. But that's just the joys of getting your kids to do things. I used to fuss. Let me say, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I used to fuss and cry and get upset and all that stuff. And I'm just learning, you know, that the only thing I can do is teach them. All I can say is if they didn't get it when they get adults, I don't know, because I taught you. And all I can say is you need to go back and you need to remember what it is that I taught you, how I told you to do it. I'll give you another reminder, a refresher course. But hey, listen, I taught you. Don't say I didn't teach you. I taught you how to clean, you just didn't want to clean. That's not on me. I did what I was supposed to do. But anyway, and so I heard that if you spray cinnamon in your kitchen, you have less bugs. Let's find out. Honestly, I don't know, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, there's been a lot of bugs in San Antonio lately, flies and things because of the weather change and things like that. And there's been things coming in the door because we've been grilling outside. Let me see, like you can kind of see right outside is the backyard, but I showed y'all that earlier. So we grill right out there, and when we open the door, all those little bugs come in, and I've been spraying outside, but now I have to buy more bug spray because we use it all. But I also mix it with the lavender peach. I don't know if y'all can see that, but for some reason the two of those smell good together. And so that is that. And got my coffee, and what else? So I put my coffee inside of the Keurig, and now I don't have a cup, so let me go find a cup. And so let's see. My favorite cup is Live Love Laugh. Usually that's what I use. I'm gonna grab me a little bit of a spoon. And you see I told him 3 times to put that stuff under the cabinet. Look, still on the laptop. Put it under the cabinet.
Under what?
The dishes. Under the cabinet. You see the dishes?
What?
Put it under the cabinet. Under the cabinet.
You didn't do anything.
Under the cabinet.
I did it.
And so, coffee, this is Splenda, because I take Splenda in my coffee to keep me from having too many sugar calories. Hold on, because I'm running out too. I'm running out of Splenda, honey. I am scraping the bottom. It's always the first sip. Just calm. Delicious. But calm. Righteous. Say good morning. Say good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing? Say how you doing?
How you doing?
What you up to? Hey. What you looking for?
What you looking for?
What are you looking for? What you looking for? What you looking for over there? What you looking for over there? Huh? What were you eating this morning? What you eat this morning? You gonna eat some breakfast with me? Huh? You gonna eat some breakfast with me?
Eat some breakfast with me.
Say cheese.
Say cheese.
Say cheese for the camera.
Cheese.
And go boom.
Boom.
Go boom.